Oh, you bloody well see me. Light's probably a bit too low, but we're doing something a bit different today. Not too much different, but a bit different.
If I'm lost along the way, if I wander off onto a different trail, will you forgive me if I fail when I'm lost and derailed?
He's not ready to come up yet.
If I cry when I'm blue, if I cry alone when I'm
Today's a Bragma day today too, so I'm in a little cheap local fishing comp, and yeah. So it's a 30 tipper and a 28 fork for fish number 1. Sorry for the finger. Back he goes. Hopefully my tag doesn't get wet or too wet today. It's a bit of a... Anyway. Oh, Samaki have sharp hooks. Anyway, let's motor over and do that again. That was the second boat hole. I haven't been able to pull 2 fish off a boat hole all that often these last couple of weeks, but I did stealth in there, so we might get lucky, and we released it a fair bit of distance away from it as well, from when we hooked up to drifting away from the boat hole. I find sometimes, like if you catch a fish like a bream and you release it where you caught it and it goes back to that school, it can shut the whole school down. I don't know how, you know, I don't know if that's like super accurate or not, but it just seems to be the way sometimes. I find sometimes when I release a bream like a fair bit of distance away from where I caught it, I can go back to that spot and usually get a second one. Usually, not always, but. That's that second one. So I guess that kind of proves my theory, eh? In a way, if you sort of release that bream, like if I had stayed here and released that fish next to this boat hole, good chances are it would have swam back under that boat hole and it would have shut the whole school down. Chances are, but I mean, you know, I often have days like that, and I'm just trying to find when you release them further away that you just don't shut the whole school down. So this guy's pretty green. He's well and truly hooked, but I don't really want to flop around with the brag mat too much. But anyway, we're gonna net this one because hopefully they get bigger throughout the day. That's 2 fish. 28 tippers or 28 forks, 30 tippers. doing a Samaki bream comp. I don't want to hook this. Not the most graceful release, but I'm taking him away from where I'm fishing in the hopes that we can get another one, or at least get another cast in before he swims back to the school. Spent too much time on that hole. We got 2 off that. I mean, we'll drop a plastic while we're moving off it. As a, you know, maybe we'll get one more. If I don't get anything first casts, I'll find that generally no fish on it. I don't spend too much time there. I want to go to that boat hole over there, so I will run a lure on the other side of this one, just because it's on the way. But I always find like first, second cast, like 2 casts max, I give up. Sometimes I'll throw a third if it's on the way out. I'm going to that hole over there, so like I'll just throw it on this side. Balls that up. Anyway, I like this little boat over here. We're gonna have a go at this one. And I guess like as the sun comes up and there's more boat traffic and wind and chop and yada yada yada, I'll probably start speed fishing, which is where I just don't use the electric motor at all. I'll literally just use the outboard and I'll just cut these boat holes on different angles as I'm sort of motoring around all the different moorings and just throw lures in and around them with sort of no real care for regard or for no real care for stealthing. But for the morning while it's quiet and there's not much wind around, I'll just go quiet. My goal today is to get like a pretty good bag. I just sort of compare myself to the ABT sort of chart that they have there. I don't know if it's all really that accurate. I think it's more relative to black bream than it is to yellowfin, but I mean that's what they go off, so why not? It's got to be somewhere close, right? And yeah, it's just fun to compete against yourself, you know. Challenge yourself and see where you're at with what some of these elite bream fishermen are doing. You kind of got to give yourself the same hours and that sort of stuff as well, in the same area, same milk runs. So this one here, like I'm not really interested in this boat hole. I'd rather go fish other ones, but we're going to go past it, so it's like throw one at it. But I'm not going to spend a lot of my time setting up. I'm just going to approach it from this angle here, and then I'll cut across that way, put a cast up there, and I'll mend my line as well. So mending is sort of like a fly fishing term. So I'll just throw it up there, and then as I cut across, I'll just pick my lure up and I'll mend it. I'll just throw one in there, and that's it. That's pretty much it. I'm not throwing too many. If I get a chance to throw another one, another cast, I will, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it. he's not. He's just fighting hard. That's the way he talks to film. It's only a 25 forker, but yeah, oh well. We will have another go at that boat hole though. See, that was just like, that was a hole that I just sort of, I wouldn't have made it over to in the electric and fish. I just wouldn't have bothered. I was like, oh, I don't know if there's be anything on that. It just didn't look like it. But it's sort of, when you're speed fishing, it's sort of like, you know, you can throw that, just throw that outboard and just hit it on the right angle and you can get a really sort of good angle. Especially if you do it with the currents and the winds and everything like that. Hit that right angle. I find like approaching it from the front of the boat makes it easy, whereas with the electric you're got to be approaching it from behind. This hole was not producing the other week. This week I was just getting taps. Put in another cast and it sort of went straight under the boat too. .27 forker. Did we went for 3 or 4? I can't remember. We got 2 at the first one. Another one over there. That's 4. We're gonna go back to that boat hole, but I mean we've drifted down to this one, so we might as well fish it and go back up to that one. Try for another fishy. Fish both sides of this one, so I'm going to sort of fish this end of it, cut around behind of it, and then fish the other side of it. Oh, yeah, hit. Wow. Oh, it's just a dart. Oh my god. It's an upgrade. Just another 28 forker. Again. Nice. Oh, we've dropped it. Bugger. Oh yeah, nice. Ooh, good that one. 8 I haven't actually got many upgrades. Everything's sort of been around the 27 fork mark. I haven't got anything over a 30 fork yet. 32 but not 34. I kind of hope to get something up around a 37, 38. $31. We've upgraded. Another fishy. We haven't had a fish for a while, and finally back onto it, but it's not real big. All seem to be around that standard sort of size. Barely legal. Oh god. Anyway, we'll keep at it. We're going to do some speed fishing and then go get my other boats over that way, over on the western side of Coochie with the electric. We're just going to speed fish some of these on the way through. We already fished these this morning. I'm just trying to see if there's anything bigger lurking on it, because it's still very average this morning. We're up for this area anyway. Normally they're up around the 40s and they've only been around the 30s, so not sure why. That's a really good fish. He fought hard. He fought really, really hard. Not that big, but